believe this. But of course, because you have seen a lot, experienced a lot, all through this journey, you will definitely believe this. So, not so long ago, it was announced that Edochie was given a chieftaincy title, sort of like a kind of leadership role in Iteje, and it requires some fortification. I'm going to go down to that lane so that you will understand better. Because if we don't go down that rabbit hole, if we don't go deeper, you might not get the point here. Now, it's not as if Edochie has not gone through some spiritual exercises. The kind of craft that he's into requires some specific kind of protection. Now, some people might be like, why? Is it only in Nigeria? Is it only in Africa? The truth of the matter is this: you will not know. You might never know unless you are part of the circle. Even those that call themselves Caucasian that will never showcase publicly, unlike Africans do. They have their own way of doing this called eyes wide shut. What it means is this: the more you look, the less you see. They put in subtle, symbol to show that we are behind this, we are governing this. It reminds me of a certain movie that would have exposed more of secret society. I think you must have watched that movie, Eyes Wide Shut. That movie itself is a ritual. If you are not deep, you will not understand what goes. Anyway, I don't want to, divert from where I'm heading to, because in this, you're going to hear what you have never heard before. Your ears are going to be full. This is a top secret. It is exclusive. So, certain fortification or blessing, let me put it that way, are often requested for whenever you are venturing into sacred practices. Even Caucasians do it. They go for blessing, either from warlock, the head of the warlock, or from some group of satanists. You get your blessing, and then you can go ahead to produce a part of what they want you to produce, regardless of your idea or how much you want to explore into these dark secrets. The same goes for movies in Nigeria too. There are certain people who believe they belong to a certain society, and they kind of want to ask you, who are you? How dare you sleep in coffin in a movie showing secret society practices and all of that, and you think you can just do that and just go home? No, we have paid our dues. Therefore, we wield power and we can do and undo. So you let Edochie to an extent, he has fortified to a point. But when you got entangled, connected to Judy, he started experiencing some strange things in his life. In his stupidity, he thought he has come in contact with power, raw power, power as of old, power that can make, power that cannot make. He wants to be made governor. He wants to occupy political position. He wants to do a lot of things. Well, according to the report that dropped on our text from a very reliable source. So it goes this way. Let me break it down. So you and Judy, they made a pact, both of them, of course, with some dirty spirit. You all know the activities of Judy Austin's sister, Augusta. We tracked and traced Augusta via social media, and Prior to our public announcement and showcasing of some connection with some dirty river, gutter, drainage, whatever that she's into, she used to try to join Caucasian witchcraft. Yeah, it's right there. It's not something hidden. I've brought it to you guys. She used to like contact and join them, DM them. She wants to have foreign contact for reasons best known to her. Anyway, let me continue. So, Judy Edochie felt now is protected. He has the real deal. They probably took him to some places, they consulted some oracle, and they told him, oh, this woman that you are with she will change your life, turn your life around, your destiny will boost. This is a kind of person, once you are with them, you have more money. Anybody that lays with her, chest to chest. And you literally did not ask, what about Mr. Bassi? What about this? How come? And me, I've been laying with you. Nothing has like, and you know the trick. They tricked Judy Edochie. That's why Judy Edochie will often boast that he has 10,000 spirits unseen that moves with him. This is the lie, the fallacy that was sold to him. He felt big. So he went in, and a covenant was made between both of them, Judy Edochie and Judy. And this covenant was made in a shrine in Enugu, southeast of Nigeria, Enugu. This gave Judy upper hand, some power over you. You believe there was no way out ever. He was caught in between. He didn't know how to explain to Mary, like, hey, Mary. And to further buttress this, Kambili passed away. And they said Kambili passed away because Mary had gone to some lower deity, sought help from a priestess, and they had tried to cast a spell, fire some arrow towards the direction of Yule and Judy to punish them. And the spirits that is in Judy protected her and also Judy Edochie. And that for every arrow fired, there must be a return path. And the return path, rather than going to Mary, went to Kambili, it will always take that person loves most. These are the stories that they told Judy Edochie, and he believed it. That is the reason why, in his foolishness, he could say 2023 is the best year of my life. The year the 10,000 spirits that are with me unalived my son, the one that my wife loves most, ex-wife. You believed all of this, and he also believed that there was no way out ever. So they became spiritual. Okay, let's just say they became spiritually connected, locked down, husband and wife. Years later, youth was to take a position, like a duty in his village. It is a kind of Igbo youth leader in Iteje, where he comes from, where he hails from. Therefore, he has to be spiritually fortified and cleansed. Yeah, he had to be fortified. So they say, okay, as a youth leader, you must command respect. When you speak, people must tremble. You must hit the heart of a lion. When you roar, let boys, girls tremble. Let men shake. Let them panic. You must command respect. You must wield respect. Don't you know that there are certain people or things that you will confront and they might try to attack you back? We cannot have a youth leader that is weak. You have to be strong. Well, Edochie willingly embraced this. Don't forget that he has been seeking for power. Today is a pastor, tomorrow is this, tomorrow is that. He quickly embraced it and he said, yes, I am willing and I want it. So they had to fortify him. Now, there's something about fortification. Is either the spirit inside of you, the one he got when he was in his, doing his nonsense thing with Judy, that one inside of his life. For another one to come in, is that they also make a pact. I mean, the two spirits will agree and say, okay, I want to dwell inside of him too. Can you give me space? And they will both agree, like a kind of gentleman. I'm sure you must have watched all of this deliverance thing. And then they will say, who are you? And the spirit will say, oh, I am the idol of his father's house. My name is Ikuku. And then the other one will come out again, the other spirit. Who are you? I am a spirit from the river. My name is blah, 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 blah. How did you enter him? Well, this was the one that was inside. Then he went to this place. And I said, I also want this place. So we also agreed to be inside of his life. And what is your purpose? To destroy him. If you look at you, Edochie, you realize that his life is being destroyed every second. So they needed to fortify him and make a way for another fake, dirty, unproductive deity to dwell in him. Now, how does this work? Do not forget that in the spiritual realm, they have hierarchy. We have devils. We have demons. Even the Bible speaks, and if you study demonology, the Bible explains, it breaks it down. Hierarchy, principalities, powers, dominion, rulers of darkness, wickedness in high places, like that. So they have their hierarchy. So they had to use another deity to kick the one that is inside of him, the lesser one. So they had to remove one, the one that Judy invoked on him, the one that went inside of him, living with him, the 10,000 demons he claimed, the legion that he claimed. He is oftentimes is posting about this. Well, when the thing left him, the blindfold came off. Augusta, Judy's sister, tried to do some appeasement, calling the deity to help so that they can fire back the deity into Edochie. But it can't work because Edochie now possesses another stronger demon inside of him. Or let us call it deity or spirit. So with this inside of him, he became relieved. That's the reason why he cut himself off Judy and believed that he can do whatever he likes now. So Edochie believes that he's free and that there is nothing anybody can do about it, not even Augusta. Augusta cannot bewitch him as per the rituals that Edochie conducted recently. Well, from one bondage to the other, it's just that now he's not going to make a fool of himself publicly ever on social media. If you watch closely his social media handle, he's no longer acting like a madman anymore. It's kind of acting a little bit refined. A little bit refined.